Hello everyone, let us today discuss how to respond a question which answer we don't know or we don't know how to respond that question. We often come across this kind of situation. So how we will address in case of during an interview, how we will address, let us discuss about this topic. So the moment you heard the question from the interview board, you try to figure out in which area, means whether it is your technical to your the subject skill, or this is related to the nation general knowledge or international general knowledge. Based on that you have to categorize. Okay, first you have to categorize whether it is belong to your technical skill, your subject skill or something. Then whether it is belong to the national wise any scheme, governmental scheme or non-governmental scheme, or what is your observation, what Supreme Court says, what the various government guidelines is there, or it is an international matter. Okay, in that scenario you can take the call. Okay, if it is belong to your subject skill, at that time you focus on which means subject specifically they are asked this question. Okay, at that time you may go for clarification. Don't give the direct answer, I don't know sir, or I don't know madam. This give you them a blank information that you don't go through the entire syllabus, you don't know the basic terminology or the subject wise terminology. So don't go for directly that sir I don't know the rest, I don't know the question. Sir, if you please elaborate which area you were talking about, or this way or some different aspect also you can give a another view, or you can take some view from them. Sir, if you please re-articulate, or if you please repeat the question please. The moment they try to repeat the question, at that time also they give you another hint. Okay, for example, if you ask someone what is your name, he cannot able to understand the question. What he will say, he will say sir if you please repeat the question, I am asking that what is your name. I am emphasizing the word name in the next time I move place the question. So that's how you can guess that which area, which term, which exactly the interview board is looking for you. Okay, you can go for a clarification, or sir pardon me, if you please re-articulate, if you please repeat sir pardon me. So there are several approaches. You have to take the clarification. After taking some kind of clarification, then you have you know that this zone he in the entire question, if there is a 5 or 6 word in that question, he emphasized a particular word. Okay, if it is to the point, who is the president of India, who is the prime minister of India, if this kind of question, that is okay. If you don't know, it means you don't know. But in some cases they ask you what do you mean by engine performance, what do you mean by building cost, what do you mean by the density of diesel. Okay, so if you are belong to a chemical engineer, if you belong to someone who is a chemical industrialist, if you don't know the density of means diesel, means you need to, oh this is different, this does different aspect. But we try to clarify something what they exactly try to know from you. And you don't know the question, you don't know the answer of that particular question. So try to give them try to ask them a question, so that they will give you some clue. Based on that you can continue the conversation. First one. Second approach is, this is the first approach. Second approach is, don't go for directly sir I don't know. This is really a traditional way, generally people do this thing, and this is the shutdown process. Means the moment you say no I don't know sir, means okay you don't know. If you at that time you say sir I don't have any clue. Okay, sir I unable to recall this thing, but this is belong to a chemical engineering domain, or this is belong to cost estimation, but this factor I actually don't recall. There is a factor, sir, that I don't recall presently. That's why it is be understandable. Okay, means you know something. You are not someone who you don't know anything. This is not thing. So first one is go for clarification. Okay, so they will give you some hint. Second one is give some little bit of response. Okay, that's the basic approach. And most importantly, there are some questions those who are tricky also. If I ask you what is the first, what is the who is the wife of Donald Trump? So this kind of question is tricky. You know, most of we don't know. This is okay. Okay, whether it's Ivanka Trump or Ilura Trump. Okay, so this we may or may not know. At that occasion, what you will do? You will simply say, "Sir, actually, American President Donald Trump and his wife is I actually don't know. Actually, in the recent past also, I come across the name in the newspaper, but I don't know, sir. You know, you come across the newspaper by which you are mentioning that you read some his name or her name, but presently you are unable to recall his name. Don't use the straight way that I don't know. Give some information. After giving information, put that word. This, sir, presently I am unable to recall the name because this is a matter which is well known in the newspaper. In the newspaper, those who are reading the newspaper, they know this. It is okay. This is available in the newspaper. So you mention this in this way, sir. U.S. President Donald Trump visited India with his wife also. Actually, I read the newspaper, and on the newspaper there is her name also there, but I am unable to recall at that time, sir. So that's how you informing the board that you read the newspaper also. You know her name, but presently it is you are unable to recall her name. Okay, so that's how you have to approach this. So let me summarize the entire thing. Initially, try to figure out whether it is belong to your subject skill or it is belong to national wise or international wise skill information. If it is belong to your subject skill, then go for clarification. And after the moment the interview board give you the clarification, the moment you will understand, yes, they are looking for this area. Then you, as I discussed earlier, consequently you have to prepare your response and give your response in a very quick fashion. Secondly, if it is belong to any information based like general information nation wise or international wise, then you give a response with linking to newspaper, with link to journal, with link to various article, or give us overall aspect of the question. You can repeat the question in a different way. Okay, who is the president of Germany? Okay, or who is the president of Nigeria? Who you have to know, but who is the means wife of someone? In that occasion, you have to give the president name and then mention, okay, so I read this name or I read her name on the newspaper or article. I also come to know from the newspaper also in the last week Modi visited that country. Okay, on that occasion also I heard this in the news channel also, but present time unable to recall her name or his name. Okay, if someone says that tell me about Sheikh Hasina, if someone says tell me about uh, anyone who is the celebrity or anything, this is the best approaches to this to continue the progresses without saying I don't know, sir. Okay, now onward try to avoid this sentence never use this sentence that I don't know. As mentioned, I don't have any clue. Presently, I don't have clue. I am clueless. I am finding the resources. So that's why you have to responses in every occasion. I hope it will be helpful for you. If you have any query, you just let me know. I will prepare accordingly. Okay. Thank you. Thank you everyone for your time. Thank you.